books today. Our friend Lori Fazio is here with her recommendations on what we might want to be reading.
She's Chief Operating Officer of R.J. Julia Booksellers with locations in Madison and Middletown. Hi, Lori. How are you?
I'm well.
I'm excited because I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks and I'm looking for something to read.
All right. I have some good things for you.
All right. Excellent.
All right.
All right. So, in fact, that's how Hamilton started, you know? Lin-Manuel Miranda wanted a long book to read on the beach, and then he created Hamilton from reading.
Kidding. I didn't realize
You're going to have
that.
the next musical.
I'm going to
You do like to sing, you like to read?
Yeah,
okay.
You read the Hamilton biography.
We're going to inspire you.
All right, so you've got some top picks for us, starting with The Dreamers.
So The Dreamers, yes. So The Dreamers is about people across the world that go to sleep and they just don't wake up the next morning.
Oh my gosh.
And they don't know why. And they're not that they're not healthy. It's not that they're not healthy. They just are. They're having some unusual brain activity, and they can't figure out why.
Oh,
so
I like
the
that.
thing that I love about this author is that she takes a little piece of something that seems a little sci-fi, but you see that it actually could happen. She did this in her last book, The Age of Miracles, and it's something that happens and you're like, wow, this could happen.
Right.
And if it did, how would we react and what would we do? So that's what this is about. And
Sounds fascinating.
It's pretty
It does sound
fascinating.
cool. That would be a good one.
The
Okay.
Last Romantics.
So The Last Romantics, it takes place in a little town in Connecticut, and Tara Conklin is a storyteller at best. She tells a story within a story, and it's about a poet who has been asked for what's the inspiration behind her poem called The Love Poem, and she goes back in time and she tells a little bit of history that comes in and brings it all the way through to current day. So it's just a book that you can get into and sink your teeth right in, and it, like I said, master storytelling.
Okay, that's fantastic.
And your next pick is Inheritance.
Danny Shapiro, if you know, not too long ago, did one of those tests for you to see where you came from.
23andMe.
23andMe, and found out that the father she grew up with was not her father. And so then she, you know, did a little bit of research and, do I want to know who my father is? Do I want to know if I have any half-siblings? And it's a fascinating, very timely memoir. And she tells it, I mean, she also just tells her story so well. I mean, it's true, but she gives this great information, and you know,
She was a pretty well-known author before.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
But probably a very different book for her because it's so personal.
Yeah, and I have to say, I mean, I've always loved her stories. This is a breakout book for her. She's getting some amazing press across the country, and she is fabulous.
Let's change topics. You got anything about leprechauns?
I do. I had to bring something fun. So this is, you know, myths, lores, and there's 200 and something pages about leprechauns in this book.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Who knows
fascinating.
so much?
Who knew?
What they wear, the size of them, how to trap them, what they eat, what they sing. I mean, it is so fun with St. Patrick's Day right around the corner.
Does he address the question if they're real?
Yes.
Of course they're real,
Yes.
Tara.
Okay.
There's so much lore in this. It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
great.
It's
Lovely
fun.
War.
So Lovely War is a young adult book that a lot of adults are going to be reading. This crosses over between Greek gods and mortals, and it takes place. There's 4 teenagers in the 40s. It's you know, during wartime, and Aphrodite and Apollo, and so you're getting a story within a story, a little bit of, you know, spinning of Aphrodite's web, and you know, it's fantastic.
Wow.
Another? Is that?
Yeah, so now there's a picture book. It is a wordless picture book, which we always love at the store because it allows kids to really go with their imagination and their creativity. And this is, what if you discovered there was another you? What if you discovered there was another place where you could exist?
Beautiful.
What would you do? How would you imagine it to be?
I mean, just really, the illustrations are amazing in this book.
And what a great thing for kids to think, you know, if I could do something else, if I could be somewhere else, if I could be somewhere else.
Right.
And she follows her cat. She wakes up at night and she follows her cat into this little porthole, and
All right,
it's
we have
great.
to get to You Are My Happy. This is getting a lot of press.
Yeah, so Hoda Kotb, this is her second kids book since she adopted her baby, and it stemmed from their nightly rituals of, at night, what were we happy, what did we do today that made us happy? And so it's this cute little rhyming story with animals, but it's a great, you know, great story to put your child to bed.
Yeah.
And Hoda is coming to visit us on Sunday for the second time.
In Middletown.
In Middletown at the Wesleyan R.J. Julia store on Main Street.
That's great.
2 o'clock on Sunday to do a signing. She is one of the best people I've ever met.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That's
So nice.
lovely
You
to
said
hear
that she's really nice with her fans. Everyone just feels like they're the only one in the room. So it's really nice if you want to meet her, get
Yes.
this book. What a wonderful gift.
It's fantastic.
Thanks, Lori.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you want to get these books or browse for others, you can head to R.J. Julia Booksellers. It's located on the Post Road in Madison, or the website. You can also order online, rjjulia.com.
R.J. Julia has locations in Middletown, too. It's at 413 Main Street, where Hoda's going to be. The web address for that store is wesleyanrjjulia.com.